New Jersey high school hockey teams face off for the state's non-public final. St. Augustine is the only team in the Garden State to have had a perfect season. They won it all back in 2007 and now look to dethrone a dynasty. For the last 3 seasons, Delbarton has been at the top of the mountain. Tonight, they look for an unprecedented 4th straight non-public championship. The last meeting between these two ended in a tie as they share a league title. Tonight, the stakes are slightly higher. This is the New Jersey Devils NJSIAA State Hockey Championships. It's game time on MSG Varsity. Today for the Prudential Center in Newark, it's the New Jersey non-public state final as the Hermits of St. Augustine Prep take on the Green Wave of Delbarton. Hello again, everyone. I'm Lou Brogno. Alongside on the call of the game is Pete Caggiano. We welcome you to the Prudential Center. Terrific matchup in this non-public state final as the 2 top teams in the state skate against each other, St. Augustine Prep and Delbarton. And Pete, a chance here today to see just who is the best team in the state of New Jersey.
Well, we have the number 1 and number 2 teams in the entire state. And when these teams first played this year, Delbarton won by a score of 4-2, but St. Augustine was missing some of their players. Then, ever since the 2-2 tie in the Gordon Cup Championship, fans, players, coaches, everybody's had this date circled on their calendar because they want to know who the best team in this state is. And in about 2 hours, we will know that. Talking to Coach Bruce Chattel and Tim Fingerhut, they both said the exact same thing. We want a winner. We do not want to be co-champs.
Well, the third member of our broadcast team is Colin Cosell, and he tells us how these 2 teams got to this championship game.
Well, Lou, it's what everyone hopes for when it comes to the playoffs. The number 1 seed taking on the number 2 seed, and that would be in the form of Delbarton and, of course, St. Augustine. How did they get here? Exactly the way you'd expect them to, as St. Augustine took down Seton Hall Prep and Morristown Beard in a tight one, and, of course, Delbarton taking down Pingree and Christian Brothers, now going for yet another state championship. And, of course, you had 6-seeded Morristown Beard looking to continue its magical run against his 2nd seed St. Augustine, but the Hermits had other plans. St. Augustine scored first-period goals from Trevor Gooch and Anthony Sabitsky to jump out to a 2-0 advantage and were in the driver's seat. In the 2nd period, Roman Amarato scored his first 2 goals on the night to go along with an assist and a 3-0 lead that proved to be too much for the Crimson to overcome. Mo Beard did make a late run, but it was not enough as the Hermits move on and face Delbarton. Both teams shared the Gordon Cup this season, and it's the 3rd time they're going to meet this year.
Yeah, it's definitely a healthy rivalry. We like playing them, and I'm pretty sure they like playing us, so we have good games every time we play, so it's always fun.
And then, of course, you've got top-seeded Delbarton as they continue their march towards another title, facing 4th-seeded Christian Brothers Academy. We pick it up in the 2nd period with the Green Wave leading 1-0, and Delbarton broke it open as Josh Melnick scored to set the tone for the 3-time defending champions. In the 3rd period, Peter McMullen added his 23rd goal of the season and 2nd of the game, and the Green Wave rolled to a 4-0 victory behind the shutout goaltending of Colton Finney, who finished with 18 saves. Peter McMullen says the 4th title has definitely been on the team's minds.
Yeah, we didn't want to get too far ahead of ourselves in the playoffs, but now that we're 1 away, definitely feels good. But we just have to keep working hard and get ready.
So there you have it, number 1 versus number 2. It doesn't get any better than this. I can't wait for it to start, so let's bring it up to you, Lou.
Thanks, Colin. Time to take a look at some of the key players in this championship game. First, for the Hermits of St. Augustine Prep, their junior Anthony Sabitsky had a big game in the semifinals. 2 goals against the Crimson of Morristown Bear.
The junior center is only 5'8", 155 pounds, but he plays like a giant. He's a real 2-way player that sees ice time on both the power play and the penalty kill. Sabitsky is fearless and uses his speed to gain an advantage over his opponents. Coach Tim Fingerhut says Anthony puts a solid effort in every game, and when he's not saving for St. Augustine, he plays with his U16 team at the AAA level. And Lou, he's a great student as well. His GPA is around 3.7.
The junior center has 11 goals on the year, 6 assists, And of course, he had 2 big goals to defeat the Crimson in a 7-4 victory in the semifinals. On the other side for Delbarton, well, their senior captain is Peter McMullen. And he too had a big game in the semis, scoring 2 times against the Colts of CBA.
This Boston College recruit is having an outstanding season. 6 of his 23 goals this year were game winners. He's a big kid at 6'2", 200 pounds. Peter uses his size and strength to outskate, outmuscle, and outwork his opponent. He's great around the net and can finish a play. McMullen's also a chip off the old block.
McMullen has found the back of the net 23 times this year. He also has 20 assists, and a big reason why Delbarton is skating in this championship game. We are ready to drop the puck. Number 1 versus number 2 in the Garden State. The Hermits of St. Augustine prep the Green Wave of Delbarton. Coming up next on MSG Varsity.
Finished business. We played Delbarton in the Gordon Cup, and we played for 4 periods to a tie and co-champions, and I think I speak for Delbarton as much as I speak for us when I say somebody wants to come out of this with a victory so that we can celebrate or they can. So that's the bottom line.
Tim Fingerhut in his 5th season at St. Augustine Prep. One-time drafted by the Pittsburgh Penguins, Tim Fingerhut. And he has done a marvelous job with the Hermits, 19-4-3 on the year. And there's a look at his goalkeeper, Joe Pantalone, 17-3-3 on the season. Let's see, Gordon Cup final versus Delbarton, 41 saves in that 2-2 tie. And in the semifinals against Morristown Bayard, 28 saves in the 7-4 win. On the other side for Delbarton, Bruce Chattel in his 10th season, 236 victories with the Green Wave. And he has won 3 straight non-public titles. His goalie, Colton Finney, the junior, with 18 saves in the semifinal against CBA. Here's his numbers. 1.29 goals against average, 10 shutouts on the year. So here we go in this state championship game, the non-public state final. St. Augustine Prep and Delbarton, 2 great rivals from the Gordon Conference, meeting once again, this time for all the marbles here in New Jersey. Trevor Gooch intercepts here for St. Augustine Prep, and it's knocked away there by Matt Killian. These 2 are the top programs year in and year out in the state of New Jersey. Dan Piravano crashing the net, and some physical play early on.
Piravano coming in strong and then puts the St. Augustine defenseman right into the zone. Goaltender, watch, there's the save. Now what? Boom, right there. And you see the left knee come into the chest of Joe Pantalone. But he hangs tough, keeps his ground. And Piravano, if that's an indication of things to come, Delbarton will be all over the front of that net.
Behind the goal is Drew Melanson, and he sends it up along the far side board, scooped out there by Roman Amarato, one of the real exciting players in New Jersey high school hockey. That one flips over the blue line. Here comes Delbarton with a 3-on-2. Here's a shot that just is shot wide by Peter McMullen.
That time McMullen, a left-handed shot, but he was coming down the right side, so there's a lot more room to shoot, but he couldn't find the net as it went about 3 feet wide.
And Piravano tried to chase it down for Delbarton, kept in there by John Fiacco, the sophomore. He's a 17-goal scorer. Delbarton, good defense to get back there, and McMullen chases down on the far side boards. He skips it up towards center ice. Delbarton coming in 23 wins, just 3 losses and 2 ties on the year. One of those ties to this team, St. Augustine Prep, for the Gordon Cup Championship. They were co-champions in the Gordon Conference.
And all 3 losses were to out-of-state teams. They are undefeated in New Jersey.
Going back to get it, Dominic Dengis. He sends it up ahead for the Hermits. Hermits of St. Augustine Prep in this tournament, defeating DePaul, Seton Hall Prep, and Morristown Bayard. That was a big win over Mulberry because the Crimson had gone into that game red hot after capturing the Menin Cup and playing very well in the state tournament.
They played very well. They had beaten Don Bosco. They had beaten Morris Knowles in the championship. They were playing very, very well. Watch some of this action. Boom, right there. Behind the net. Good job following through on the check by St. Augustine.
Kyle Brennan comes up to take the face-off for the Green Wave. And the face-off won by St. Augustine Prep. Up ahead, they send it to Will Manuela. And it goes cross-ice. Joe Callahan chases down for the Hermits. And it comes to Jordan Letterman of Delbarton, who sends it ahead. Letterman flips it into the St. Augustine zone. Kept in at the blue line, shoveled towards the goal, and then sticked aside there by Pantalone.
That's a set play. Brennan was on his side, and he just redirected the puck towards the goal, but good save by Pantalone.
12:20 remaining here this first period. No score between these two outstanding teams, two of the top teams in the state. Delbarton ranked number 1. And St. Augustine Prep, for those of you who are not familiar with the Hermits, they hail from Atlantic County. There's a stick save by Pantalone. So they're all the way down by Atlantic City. They are not part of our MSG Varsity poll. So they are not the second-ranked team in our varsity poll, but they are considered to be probably the second-best team in the entire Garden State.
That is true, Lou.
Here is Melanson, has it knocked away from him. There's a shot off the shoulder of Pantalone. Delbarton getting some opportunities. McMullen fans on that one. Here's a slap shot that is deflected in front. That shot was taken by Tommy Muratori.
Good setup for Peter McMullen. Good save. Now watch how Delbarton, they keep a winger off to the side. This is not a shot on goal. That's a shot for a pass. You see it deflect right there, right towards the goal, and Pantalone has to steer it away into the corner.
Muratori sends it back into the corner. Kept alive there by Davis Agostino, and here comes St. Augustine Prep. Amarato sends it behind the goal. He skates quickly to get the loose puck. Knocked out by Delbarton. Tommy Muratori across center ice. Muratori of the left wing takes a slap shot that sails wide, and it bounces all the way back to center ice. Matt Killian goes back to get it, the senior captain. Here comes St. Augustine Prep, and Roman Amarato had an opportunity, but he was knocked off the puck. Good play. There's a stick save by Finney as he steers it aside.
2 good hits by the Delbarton defense.
And skating up quickly for the Green Wave is Chad Otterman. Otterman in the corner, ridden off there by Donald Rudd of the Hermits. 10 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first. No score between St. Augustine and Delbarton. There's a slap shot deflected in front as they try to set it up. Tommy Davis took that shot from the blue line. Dan Piravano now sends it back to the blue line. Across ice, it goes to Davis. Davis tries to center in front, sticked aside by Pantalone. In front, Pantalone can't find it momentarily. You can see he was kind of looking around, but it comes back out to St. Augustine. Across the blue line, here's a 2-on-2. That one shot way up high and bounces off the glass. 9:35 remaining in the first, no score. Here's Delbarton again with a rush. There's a shot, and again, it was sticked aside by Pantalone. Comes to center ice. Tommy Muratori sends it up ahead into the Hermit zone. Giving chase there was Trevor Agostino. He tries to center, comes back out to the blue line, kept in but there by Delbarton on the stick of Josh Melnick. Melnick circles behind the goal. He tries to center. He does. There's a shot, And the save made by Pantalone. Jordan Letterman took the shot. Good pass by Melnick.
I'm really impressed with the way Delbarton is passing the puck. Notice he circles around the net, waits, then puts it out in front. Good shot by Letterman. Good, even better save by Joe Pantalone.
Chasing down for St. Augustine is Joe Callahan, the senior, 5'9", 180-pound defenseman. But it comes loose at center ice. Tommy Murator, the junior, sends it in. 8:45 and counting down here in this first period. Up the left sideline. Skating quickly, Aaron Hanna. And a whistle. And the faceoff will come all the way back down.
Aaron Hanna, only a sophomore to center. No goals this year to go along with his 2 assists. There's Bruce Chattel in his 10th season behind the bench for Delbarton.
Delbarton, a terrific year with 23 wins. They were 27-1 last year, defeating Gloucester Catholic here for the state championship by the score of 7-2. But they lost 82 goals to Graduation, Pete. They recovered beautifully. Another great job by Bruce Chattel. The shot that whistles wide.
Lou, they have a JV team that would beat half the varsity teams in this state. That's how good they are.
Peter McMullen chases down for the Green Wave, sends it up ahead. In this tournament, they've defeated St. Joe's of Metuchen, Pingree, and CBA, of course, in the semifinals to get to this championship game. 7:50 here at the Prudential Center in the non-public state final.
Good pressure here by the Hermits, keeping Delbarton pinned in.
Delbarton trying to clear it out. McMullen bangs it up along the near side boards, and it comes all the way down ice. A race, John Biacco trying to get to that loose puck for Delbarton. Here's Matt Killian. Killian skates in, takes a shot. There's a save made by Pantalone. Killian, the senior captain, all-state player of this Delbarton team. NHL prospect heading to Yale. Yale, one of the top college hockey. Here comes Connor Bilby. Bilby tries to dig it out for Delbarton. Bilby with a great pass in front, then tries to circle around for the rebound. Kyle Brennan took the slap shot. Puck still loose. Delbarton has outshot St. Augustine 10-1 here in this first period.
That was a tremendous opportunity for Kyle Brennan. Fantastic save by Joe Pantalone.
Here's another slap shot. Kick save, Pantalone. Alex Haggerty took that shot.
That time Pantalone came out to the top of the crease, went down and used the right pad to make that save.
6 minutes, 10 seconds left, first period. The Hermits just dump it into the zone. Connor Crow sends it behind the goal. Comes back outside to center ice. St. Augustine goes back to get it. Mike DeSimone, the junior, sends it cross ice. Joe Callahan sends it out of the zone.
So far, we're about 2/3 through this first period. Shots on goal 11-1 in favor of the Green Wave.
Tommy Davis gets it to McMullen. Peter McMullen skates in, takes a shot deflected.
That was Rudd getting a stick on it. Nice play by the defenseman.
Big hit delivered by Tommy Muratori, the junior, for Delbarton.
Muratori caught the St. Augustine player with his head down and just put a shoulder right into him.
5'11", 175-pound defenseman for the Green Wave.
The Green Wave has some size. The Hermits aren't so big, but the Green Wave, they're giants.
5 minutes remaining in this first period.
Look at this chance by Kyle Brennan, the best one of the night, and a tremendous save. And then he couldn't quite as to capitalize on a rebound in front. but it's been the green wave. Good slap shot right there by Kyle Brennan from about 15 feet out, and then watch the shot right there. What a check by Delbarton.
So the face-off comes back in the Delbarton end on the icing call. And the puck goes behind the goal. Out to center ice, onto the stick of Kyle Brennan. Brennan skates in 1-on-3, and just kind of shovels that one towards the goal. Easy play for Pantalone.
But they'll keep the face-off down deep inside the St. Augustine end as we take a look at Kyle Brennan. 12 goals, 17 assists, 29 points this year.
Well, fans, follow your favorite high school teams and the stories behind them anytime. Just log on to www.msgvarsity.com. Tommy Davis sends it ahead for Delbarton. Kyle Brennan keeps it in, centers in front. The shot sails up over the glove of Pantalone. Shot taken by Josh Melnick.
Melnick had a great opportunity, but it hit his stick on the way in.
And then another shot delivered in front as Pantalone covers up. Tommy Davis took that shot from the blue line.
But again, Pantalone, after the whistle was blown, he gets knocked over. This is the first shot by Melnick. Great save. We'll get a watch the pressure. There comes the pass from behind. Shot. Now look in front. Again, two guys tackling Dan Paravano as he goes right after Joe Pantalone in front of the net. So far, scoring chances 5-zip in favor of Delbarton.
Here comes St. Augustine. Poked ahead. Good play there by Anthony Siderio. But it's intercepted by Matt Killian. And they try to get it onto the stick of Otterman, who was flying up the ice. Otterman, just a freshman. And he still has a lot to grow. 6'2", 185. Well, head coach Bruce Chattel says, hey, this isn't the same old Delbarton team.
The thing is, it's a lot of new faces. This is a breath of fresh air for me, graduating 9 great seniors last year, and we've had to build from the ground up, so to speak, and these guys are all on board. They're willing to learn, and they've been a real pleasure to be around.
Well, Bruce Chattel's team goes 13-0 in the Gordon Conference this year. That's tough to do.
And tonight they're going for their 4th consecutive non-public championship. That's real tough to do.
3:25 remaining here in this first period. There's a shot deflected in front, and it skips up into the net. Stops play with 3:20 remaining in the first. And Delbarton has controlled the game so far. They've outshot St. Augustine 13-1, but we are scoreless.
Elton Finney not busy yet. Only 1 shot on goal.
That one steered towards the goal, and Finney able to stick that one aside. Colton Finney, the junior, having a terrific year, 1.29 goals against average, and saved 93% of the shots he's faced. Here's a breakaway. John Diacono tries to get to it for Delbarton. He shovels it along the far side boards. Kept in there nicely by Drew Melanson, the sophomore. Some of the young players on this Delbarton team, they are going to be strong for years to come. And a big
really laying the lumber on Tommy Davis, catching him a little off balance and putting him right into the boards. Take a look. Boom, right there. Ooh, that's got to hurt. Another look. And a good thing that young fella didn't get hurt because he kind of hit the boards awkwardly. But Tommy Davis, big boy, 6'2", 180 pounds, just shook it off.
The face-off came outside the zone, but Delbarton able to bring it back and try to regroup here with 2:25 remaining here in the first period. No score in this non-public state championship game.
And we take a look at Tim Fingerhut. Played 7 years of pro hockey. Played in the ECHL, the UHL, the IHL, and the AHL. Boy, talk about an alphabet.
2007 non-public state champs, 2008 non-public runner-up. They've got it going down there in South Jersey.
Lou, they have about a 2.5-hour ride from their school to this arena.
That really doubles your incentive to win the game, doesn't it? It's a long ride home.
You think about it. What about states like New York or Texas, where you may have to take a plane if the game is played on one end of the state compared to the other? Because a car ride or bus ride would be 8 hours. Good thing New Jersey's small.
Here comes St. Augustine trying to get something going. 2-on-2. There's a long shot by Roman Amarato. But 4 goals in a game against Delbarton last year. Coming off a 2-goal performance in the semifinal against Morristown Bayard.
Amarato taking a well-needed rest, has 21 goals coming into tonight to go along with 40 points.
Face-off controlled by the Hermits, but then intercepted by the Green Wave. Davis Agostino brings it up. Agostino tries to chase it down. Taken here by Tommy Davis. Davis controls here for Delbarton. Up ahead onto the stick of Davis Agostino. Agostino sends it towards the goal and covered up there by Pantalone. Of course, Davis Agostino, the Agostino boys have left their mark on Delbarton hockey. Kenny Agostino, now at Yale, 118 goals all time. Delbarton scoring leader.
And this past year, because in one stretch he had 7 goals in 7 games, the NCAA named him the Rookie Player of the Month in January.
He's had quite a season for the Bulldogs. There's a shot deflected out in front. Down to 48 seconds and counting down here in this first period.
Matt Killian, the Yale-bound senior defenseman, made a nice play of just getting his pads, getting his leg guards in front of that shot.
And Killian has it here for the Green Wave. He shovels it up ahead. And it's chased down by Joe Callahan of St. Augustine Prep. Well, these 2 periods, great rivals, and they go after it.
Yeah, hitting and physical play is no stranger to these 2 teams, especially to Delbarton, who's probably averaging about 5'11" per player. St. Augustine a little smaller, probably somewhere around 5'8".
Bradley Buvenow for St. Augustine Prep, and they have a 3-on-2. Here's a shot sticked aside by Finney. That was a good one taken by Anthony Savitsky. That was heading towards the net.
Colton Finney hasn't been tested much, but that time he used the right blocker to just take the shot and steer it away. Take a look, there's the shot, watch the right hand, boom, right there. That's that big pad, that big waffle that goes around the stick hand, and he just knocks the puck out of harm's way.
That's the first real chance for the Hermits in this game.
Only their 3rd shot on goal for the entire period, and we're inside 10 seconds.
St. Augustine Prep sends it back into the Delbarton zone, and the first period comes to an end. A physical first period of play. Delbarton out-shooting St. Augustine Prep 14-3, but no score.
That's Joseph Pantalone. He's the reason. He's come up big. 14 shots, 14 saves.
So we have played one here at the Prudential Center in the non-public New Jersey State Championship game. St. Augustine Prep at Delbarton scoreless. And lots more state championship hockey to come from the Rock. Coming up here on MSG Varsity HD. Welcome back to the Prudential Center for the New Jersey Devils NJSIAA State Hockey Championships. This is the non-public state title game between St. Augustine Prep and Delbarton, and a defensive effort in that first period for both teams.
Both teams skated well. Both teams were very physical, especially Delbarton, using their bigger frame to hit the Hermits, who probably only average about 5'8", but they're quick.
All right, Colin Cosell standing by with St. Augustine Prep head coach Tim Fingerhut. Colin?
All right, thanks, guys. I am standing here with Coach Fingerhut. Coach, after a very hard-fought first period, how is your team's spirits, and what are you guys going to do to try to get some more offense going in the second period?
I think we got the nerves and the jitters out. Now the boys know they got to go out and just play their game. We got to get more aggressive. We got to get our feet moving more and slow down their forecheck, and we got to get shots on goal.
Okay, now you guys played to a 2-2 tie the last time you played. Obviously, you don't want that kind of result, so what'd you tell your players game-wise going into the rest of this?
Take it a shift at a time. It's a 30-minute hockey game. It's nothing to nothing. Take one shift at a time. I told them if we get the first one, build on it. If they get it, don't get down. Stay focused. There's a lot of hockey left to be played here today.
Excellent, Coach. Thanks for your time. It's going to be a hard game, guys. Luke?
All right, Colin, and we get ready to drop the puck here in period number 2. Delbarton and St. Augustine Prep, no score. Green Wave out shooting the Hermits in that first period, 14-3. Delbarton bangs it into the St. Augustine zone. Puck is loose in front as the Green Wave crashes. It comes back to the blue line, kept in there by Matt Killian. He sends it behind the goal. Chased down there by Donald Rudd of St. Augustine Prep, and it comes all the way back into the Green Wave zone, and icing will be the call.
Delbarton picking up where they left off at the end of the first period, and we'll take a look at some of those stats from the first period. The big one that jumps out right away is the shots on goal, 14-3. Everything else, except for maybe the chances, face-offs just about even, and of course no goals on the scoreboard.
There's a quick shot that just whizzes right by the goal there, taken by John Biacco.
That didn't miss by much.
St. Augustine Prep chases down, and quickly they come across. Anthony Sabitsky sends it up ahead. Finney steers it aside. The puck loose behind the goal, dug out there by the Hermits. Here's Sabitsky. He chases down in the corner, being ridden off by Tommy Davis. Sabitsky just bangs it back behind the Delbarton goal. Up ahead, here's McMullen. Peter McMullen with a nice move. He tries to center, but no chance there as Corey Griffith, the senior defenseman for St. Augustine, knocked it away.
John Biacco was cruising right down the slot. He was looking for the pass from McMullen, but credit the defense of the Hermits getting a stick on that pass.
There's Frankie Cardo who sends it towards the goal. Finney steers that one away. Kept in at the blue line. In front, here's a backhanded try for the Hermits, and another one there by Will Manuela, the 5'11 junior. St. Augustine playing in their third state final in the last 5 years. Delbarton, of course, has won 3 straight titles. There's a shot by McMullen and another save by Pantalone.
Great chance by Peter McMullen. He took the cross-ice pass, left-handed shot on the left side, let a good wrist shot go, but Pantalone squared himself up and made the save with his chest.
.12:35 left in the second period. No score between Delbarton and St. Augustine Prep. Davis Agostino chases down, sends it all the way up ice as it skips off the stick of Chad Otterman. Here come the Hermits the other way. Cross-ice pass, Rob White gloved it. Sent back towards center ice.
Nice play by Rob White, picking up that puck in the air and then dropping it so he can play it. A little earlier, Peter McMullen had that golden opportunity, and this is why. Watches the pass comes from the side. That's Millicent throwing it across. Quick shot, but a great save by Joe Pantalone. Here we get another look at it. Pantalone comes out to the right side of the crease and uses his whole body to make the save.
Matt Killian sends it ahead for Delbarton. He gets the loose puck, skates across the blue line, takes a shot that skips up high, up over the crossbar.
And I think Pantalone got a little bit of that with his right blocker.
It looks like we're going to have a penalty. It's going to be, I believe, against the Hermits.
Yeah, it's going to be for an elbow.
And that's going to give Delbarton a power play opportunity with 11:34 left in the second.
Watch it coming up. Oh, right there. Not only an elbow, but an elbow from behind. Trevor Gooch. What a hockey name that is, huh? Gooch. The sophomore with 16 goals on the season, but now he put his team down. And that was one thing Tim Fingerhut said. I do not want to give Delbarton power plays. They are too potent with the man advantage.
St. Augustine sends it all the way down ice, retrieved there by Colton Finney, and he leaves for Tommy Murator. So the Green Wave on a power play comes down to the blue line, taken there by John Bianco. He sends it behind the St. Augustine goal, and it's dug out by Delbarton in the corner. Tommy Davis gives chase. Killian tries to dig it out for the Green Wave, but good defense by Dominic Denges of St. Augustine Prep. McMullen able to keep it in, finds Killian. Killian shovels back to get it back to Killian, but it comes out of the zone, and Delbarton will have to set it back up. Anthony leaves it for Corey Griffith, who tries to clear, but Delbarton keeps it in. Now St. Augustine gets it out. Here's a shorthanded shot that's taken. Stick aside easily by Finney.
Right with the shorthanded opportunity, but easy play for Colton Finney.
Well, 50 seconds left here on the power play. 10:18 remaining in the second period. Quickly, Melanson comes up ice. Melanson tries to center, bangs it off the boards behind the goal. Cross-ice pass, deflected in front, and cleared by the Hermits.
Good job by St. Augustine. They're allowing Delbarton to set up, but they're not allowing Delbarton to get off any good shots, thus no good scoring chances.
Just 10 seconds left on the Delbarton power play. Here's a quick shot that deflects into the corner, and power play is over. So both teams at full strength.
No shots on goal for Delbarton through that entire power play because of action such as Donald Rudd just did, where he went down to block the shot.
Dan Pirovano has his shot deflected, and it goes all the way to the corner.
And that was Rudd again.
9:15 remaining here in the second period. Comes back up towards the blue line, kept in there by Pat O'Meara, then shoveled behind the goal by Donald Rudd. St. Augustine trying to get something going. Roman Amarato sends it up ahead. Trevor Gooch puts on the brakes, sends to the corner. On to the stick to Pirovano. He has it poked away. Here's a 4-on-3 opportunity for St. Augustine, but Finney able to make the save. Comes back outside the Denges, takes the shot, deflected in front.
That was Brad Buvenow with that initial opportunity for St. Augustine as he used the defenseman as a screen, and Finney had to be real quick closing those pads.
Yeah, that puck was way up high, and a whistle blown. Let's check in with Colin.
Hey guys, well, I was standing on the bench and I asked Coach Chattel, the coach of Delbarton, what did you tell your team going into this period and what's going to be your gameplay, your game style for the remainder of the period? He said, we're playing well, we're playing smart, we just need to keep attacking the net and keep peppering that goaltender, and things are going to work out his way.
All right, Colin, and Delbarton has outshot St. Augustine Prep 14-6 so far in the game. So they have had the better of the offensive play. This should be an icing call, and it is. So the face-off will come all the way back down in the Delbarton zone.
Delbarton's been here before, and they don't panic. Just because the score is 0-0 doesn't mean that they're going to change their style. Bruce Chattel is an excellent coach. He keeps his kids on an even keel, and they play just as hard in the first minute as they do in the last.
Delbarton trying to win an unprecedented fourth straight non-public title. They've made 10 appearances in the state final, and they've won 7 times. No question, the dominant hockey program in New Jersey.
And they spent another year this year in the Gordon Conference. Their record 13-0-0.
Well, I want to say some thank yous to Chris Madinsky, Mike Levine, and the rest of the New Jersey Devil staff for all their help in getting our production together. And also John Bocciello, his staff, and everyone here at the Prudential Center for making it so easy and fun to work here in this great building. Always a pleasure to come here, and we thank them wholeheartedly.
It's not only a pleasure for the players or the fans, it's also a pleasure for us, like you said, Lou. This is a wonderful venue to broadcast from, and they treat us like gold.
Approaching the halfway mark of this second period. There's a whistle.
Delayed offsides as the puck just skipped over the blue line. John Biacco, there we take a look at Donald Rudds, giving up his body a couple of times this afternoon, blocking shots from the forwards of Delbarton.
Faceoff comes just outside the blue line. And sent down into the Delbarton end. Chased down by Tommy Davis. Up ahead. It goes now on the stick of Piravano. Piravano racing up ice, takes a big check into the boards.
Well, that door opened up, and that's the Delbarton bench, so you can't blame anybody else. They should have that door secured.
Piravano very gingerly climbs into the Delbarton bench. He took a shot.
Oh, that had a smart.
He was shaken up. That pass dangerous, almost gave a breakaway for Siderio of St. Augustine Prep. And now we whistle.
Watch this top of your screen by the boards. There's the hit, and oh, see the door's open, and then his head hits the side of the post there where the glass starts. That's the exact same thing that happened in the NHL, and where the Canadians want to have Charo of the Boston Bruins arrested for a similar type hit. That's just unfortunate the way it is in pro hockey rinks. That was not a dirty play here or in the NHL. It's just an unfortunate situation the way the configuration of the rinks are, where there's no glass in front of the bench and then you have the glass beginning again. There's a slight pad there, but not nearly as enough.
Puck goes behind the Hermits' goal. Davis Agostino tries to dig it out. Sent up ahead, put on the stick of Amarato of St. Augustine Prep. But Delbarton just so tough on defense. St. Augustine just cannot get any breakaway opportunities. There's a shot that's deflected in front. And here's Amarato. Amarato skating well, but again, he's swarmed by Delbarton defenders. Davis Agostino takes the shot that just trickles by Pantalone.
Pantalone got the big left pad on it, and then the rebound just went wide of the net.
6 minutes remaining here in this second period. No score in the non-public state championship game. These two teams know each other very well, Pete. This is the 17th time they will have played since the 2006 season. That's a lot of games against each other.
That sure is. They play regular season against each other. They play league playoffs against each other and state playoffs.
McMullen shoots and scores!
Peter McMullen doing what he does best, and that's put the puck in the net. As an errant play by St. Augustine leads to the Delbarton goal. Look, it just squeaks out in front, unable to clear the puck. There's the shot. DeSimone was unable to get the puck out of the zone. Spin around move by Peter McMullen. And as we mentioned earlier, if there's a guy who's going to score for Delbarton, it's him, and he gives them the 1-0 lead.
Cody Finney sticks that one aside. So it's 1-0. The Green Wave on top, with 5:35 remaining here in the second period. Peter McMullen with a blast. Getting it by Joe Pantalone, the senior goalie for St. Augustine Prep.
And for Peter, that is his 24th goal of the season to go along with the 20 assists.
Here's a slap shot. Kick save by Pantalone.
Great save by Joe Pantalone. That puck was deflected.
In front, Pantalone able to cover up.
Wow, in a matter of 10 seconds, he made 2 beautiful saves to keep this game at just 1. There's the first. That's redirected. He has to use the left pad. And then notice Delbarton keeping the puck in his zone. Watch here. There's the save. And then he jumps on the puck with his left arm and holds on for the whistle. Another look at it. There's the save off the chest. And he extends that left hand and holds on.
How about that pass by Kyle Brennan to set up that shot opportunity?
You know, the way Delbarton plays, nothing surprises me anymore. They're as good as some college teams.
Agostino trying to get his stick on the puck. Has it knocked away. Now Agostino sends it back behind the goal. Comes outside to Otterman. Otterman looks to set it up. Otterman circles in. Otterman gets the shot off and shoots it wide.
Good effort by Otterman, but he missed the net. Nothing can go in unless you hit the net, and that one went wide. Take a look at this action. This is the goal. McMullen doesn't give up on the puck, even though it looks like St. Augustine was going to clear the puck out of the zone. DeSimone kind of fanned on it, and McMullen, Johnny on the spot, picked up that loose puck from about 15 feet out and beat the goaltender, Joe Pantalone, for the goal.
And that shot covered up by Pantalone as Killian took the shot from the blue line.
There we take a look at Matt Killian, ranked 77th by Central Scouting as players to be drafted this year, but instead he's going to go to Yale, join last year's teammate Kenny Agostino up there.
And the puck flipped up, stays on the ice. Trevor Gooch flips it back into the Delbarton zone. 4 minutes remaining here in the second period. 1-0 Delbarton on top. Cross ice it goes. Piravano gets it back, and he sends a slow shot towards the goal. That was sticked aside easily by Pantalone. Here's a blistering shot. The rebound, almost an opportunity for Kyle Brennan, who was camped out in front of the goal.
That shot hit somebody or something on the way in, came down in front of the net, and then Brennan couldn't quite hang on to it. Here's the shot. See, redirect right up there. And then look, he's being knocked down by Griffith. And unfortunately, Brennan could not get his left stick, about 3 inches wide of that short side post.
That pass trying to find Peter McMullen cutting towards the goal. Here is Bradley Buvenow, who chases down for St. Augustine Prep. And a whistle. Looks like a high stick.
Yes, the puck played above the height of 4 feet, so it'll be faced off in front of Colton Finney.
3:29 left here in the second period. Green Wave has outshot the Hermits 21-7. Finney able to stick that one aside. Here's the 8th shot on goal for St. Augustine Prep. Up ahead, McMullen. Actually, it's Melanson, number 27. Comes out towards center ice. Pat O'Meara. And icing is the call. Well, join Jared Greenberg and Sean Orion live for a full hour of all the sports and stories in the tri-state area. Tune in to High School Sports Desk, weeknights at 6 p.m. and immediately following the game only on MSG Varsity.
There's Peter taking a well-deserved drink of water.
At center ice here, Justin Wolf trying to chase it down for St. Augustine Prep, but Pat O'Meara gets there first. Puts it on the stick of Alex Haggerty. Haggerty takes a shot, and holding on is Pantalone, who makes the save in his chest pads.
Look how accurate the Delbarton cross-ice passes are, right on the player's stick. And again, you have to credit Joe Pantalone coming out to make that save on Otterman. Watch, this pass is about 70 feet, right on his stick. He comes in, uses defenseman for a screen, but good save by Pantalone.
Intercepted behind the goal here by Josh Melnick. Melnick bangs it along the boards to Killian, who unleashes the shot deflected by Amarato. Up high, here's Roman Amarato up the left wing, takes a shot, then Finney makes the save.
Talked about a little bit of the physical play. When you go to the net sometimes, you're going to pay the price. And that time the Delbarton defenseman just said, you know what, Gooch, I don't want you around here. There's the shot, there's the save. Now watch as Gooch is going to the net. No, I'll have none of this. It's Murator just says, get away from here, and he runs him right into the back of the net.
He's off controlled by Delbarton. Tommy Muratori has 30 assists on the year. He's actually 20 assists. Can't read my own writing there, Pete.
Go along with his 3 goals. We're going to have another delayed penalty coming up here. This one to Delbarton.
And it is against the Green Wave. It'll give St. Augustine Prep a power play opportunity.
It's going to be an interference penalty to Dan Piravano. Watch right there. He just takes out Donald Rudd as Rudd was trying to get himself up into the play. And the penalty will take up just about the remaining time here in the second period, as we just have just a minute 52 left.
Let's see if the Hermits can get on the board here. Their first big opportunity of the game. Anthony Sabitsky races up ice. McMullen right on him. And offside the call.
Puck stayed right on the blue line. If it had come over the blue line into the zone and then back on the blue line, it would have been okay. But it never passed the inside edge of the blue line, the edge that's closest to the goal line. So that's why it was offsides.
So the Hermits will try to set it up. Sabitsky sends it into the corner. Comes back out now to the point. Sabitsky again bangs it behind the goal. Chasing down is Davis Agostino, and he is dumped. There's a quick shot that sails high. Oh, what a shot by Brennan, a blast.
Well, we're going to have a tripping penalty coming up against Griffith as he stuck out his leg. Watch here, you're going to see the good move. Now look at the left leg right there, skate on skate. As Davis Agostino tried to step inside, you're going to get a better look here. Right there, you see it. Right away, the referee's arm goes up. But don't forget, Joe Pantalone had to make a great save because the whistle was not going to blow until St. Augustine touched the puck, and Delbarton had another opportunity there.
So the two teams will skate 4-on-4 here for the next 52 seconds. Quick shot, Finney, the save. Rebound comes Karam's out in front of the goal. Taken here, though, by Delbarton.
Finney fought that one a little bit, didn't quite, I don't know if he didn't see it all the way or couldn't judge it well. He just got his left shoulder up to make the save.
Peter McMullen took a shot in the corner, then took an elbow to the head.
Yep, another penalty coming up. This one's going to be for roughing as St. Augustine losing their cool a little bit. This time it's going to be Gentile. Watch, there's one shot McMullen takes up high. They go into the corner. He's going to jump up to avoid this check, and then you're going to see a left-hand punch coming up right, boom, right there to the side of the head. And this is not mixed martial arts, so in the box will go St. Augustine.
So Delbarton will skate 4-on-3 now for the remainder of this period.
A lot of open space.
Here's Killian. Kept in by Bianco. In front, Bianco trying to shovel it in. St. Augustine trying to desperately clear. Davis Agostino keeps it alive. He comes back outside. Cross ice, slap shot, deflected in front.
That was Callahan getting his body in the way.
Here's Killian. And the period comes to an end. So St. Augustine dodges a bullet there. But they trail by the score of 1-0 after 2 in this non-public state final. We'll have the third period coming up shortly right here on MSG Varsity HD. Welcome back to the Prudential Center here in this non-public state championship game. Delbarton leading St. Augustine Prep by the score of 1-0. Lou Brogno along with Pete Caggiano. Well, as we thought, defense through the first 2 periods, but St. Augustine Prep is hanging in there.
Well, very competitive game, pretty much even except for the shots on goal, but physicality, wow. Delbarton is all over the ice, taking the Hermits out every chance they get.
Well, Peter McMullen was the man who put the green wave on top.
Peter McMullen scores his 24th of the season on a beautiful setup by Davis. The shot comes from the point, and right there could not be cleared by the Hermits, and Peter McMullen left. The only goal we've had so far.
Well, the Green Wave, they have the goal. That's the most important stat, but they also have outshot St. Augustine Prep 22-10 in the game. Face-offs relatively even. Delbarton 11-5 in chances. So it's 1-0 Delbarton. One more period to play here in this non-public final here at the Prudential Center. Third period coming up next on MSG Varsity HD. Welcome back to the New Jersey Devils NJSIAA Ice Hockey Championships here in New Jersey. 1-0 Delbarton leading St. Augustine Prep. And Colin Cosell standing by with Delbarton head coach Bruce Chattel. Colin?
Thanks, Lou. All right, Coach, you're 15 minutes away from another state final or state championship. What did you tell your team in the locker room?
This is a pressure point in the game, and we want to execute on this power play. And if we're unsuccessful, then we just have to continue to play real good on our own end and limit their opportunities.
Okay, so you've got the 5-on-3. How important is it to your team to score right now?
Well, I think it's pretty big. You know, if we can come up with another one here, it'll give us a little bit more breathing room and give us a little bit more of a chance to relax and move it around without any pressure. But this is going to be 15 minutes of good hockey right here.
Excellent, Coach. Best of luck the rest of the way. Thanks, Luke.
All right, Colin, and here we go. Third and final period of this non-public state championship game. The two top teams in New Jersey battling it out, Delbarton and St. Augustine Prep.
I think Bruce Chattel was absolutely right. It's what happens over these next few seconds here with a 4-on-3 advantage.
Now it's 5-on-3 for Delbarton. Here's a shot in front.
Oh, McMullen had the puck right on the edge of the goal line, but couldn't put it home.
Let's see if the Green Wave can take advantage. Killian, and that pass sails into center ice and all the way down into the Delbarton end. Tracked down there by Tommy Murator, and he skates across center ice. He brings it into the St. Augustine zone, but a whistle, it looks like it's offside.
Take a look at this action. The shot comes from the point. There's the first deflection, and look, he was almost behind the net. That's why he couldn't do it. Once the puck was deflected, it slowed up, and Peter McMullen's momentum had taken him beyond the goal line.
Face-off comes all the way back into the Delbarton end. 10 seconds on the 5-on-3. Now regular power play for Delbarton.
That was Tommy Davis on the right side getting that shot off, and a beautiful setup from a pass from the left point by Murator.
Matt Killian chases down behind the Green Waves goal. Flips it over on the left wing to McMullen, who's hit hard at center ice. Loses the puck, and St. Augustine able to clear. And they have killed off both power plays, and both teams now at even strength with 13:25 remaining here in the third period.
Let's see if that gives them a shot in the arm.
Just a 1-0 game, Delbarton on top.
And during that 5-on-3, no shots on goal for Delbarton, and when it became 5-on-4,
St. Augustine chases in. Oh, a big hit delivered as Roman Amarato goes into the boards hard. Pantalone came way out to play the puck. And here's a shot towards the goal. Pantalone able to cover up.
well, who was sitting right on the doorstep? Chad Ottoman looking for, and he actually did get a little bit of the puck to redirect it. But then 75-pound sophomore.
Here comes St. Augustine. Here's a shot off of the shoulder of Finney, and then the rebound shot goes wide.
You know, as much as Delbarton is dominating this, the Hermits are only one shot away from tying it up.
Up ahead comes Kyle Brennan. He leaves behind for Connor Bilby. Bilby circles around. Leaves for Murator. Murator tries to deliver in front, but it's knocked away there by the Hermits.
Oh, great setup. Tommy Davis shanked the shot as it was a great pass across. It went off the heel of his stick and wide. And there we see part of the stick on the ice. The stick actually broke on the shot.
Brennan sends it behind the St. Augustine goal. 11:45 left in the third period. 1-0 Delbarton on top. Puck comes out now to center ice. McMullen takes it across the blue line. Looking to center. But knocked off the puck. Good job defensively by St. Augustine. Matt Killian keeps it in. Flips it over to Bianco. Bianco Now it comes back to Killian. Killian, slap shot, whistles wide.
Griffith was all over Peter McMullen in front of the net, not allowing him to get any room.
Will Manuela taken off the puck by Melanson. Comes back to center ice. Donald Rudd with a long slap shot, stick to side there by Finney.
You're going to see this great chance by Tommy Davis. You know, years ago, sticks were made of wood, and they didn't break half as much as now the graphite and aluminum sticks do. Or maybe just the player's a little stronger now, Lou. And when you hit the puck like he did right there, it just snaps in half.
The face-off comes to the left of Colton Finney. Controlled by Delbarton. Up ahead is Chad Otterman. Otterman breaks loose. Looking to center. He does in front, but nobody there. Killian takes the slap shot from the blue line, and it goes wide.
Good chance by Matt Killian, but he sailed it high and wide and missed the net by about 4 feet.
Davis Agostino trying to get possession of the puck, but St. Augustine comes out of there with it. Hermits down by just 1 goal, even though they've been outshot 24-12. And whistle offside. /photos for complete photo galleries of the players, cheerleaders, and even the fans in the stands. It's another Optimum exclusive. Delbarton wins the faceoff. Banged along the near side board, up ahead to Brennan. Here comes Kyle Brennan skating up quickly, goes behind the goal, looks to center, goes up along the far side board, kept in there by Tommy Davis. But it comes out of the zone. So Pat O'Meara goes back to get it from Delbarton. Now it's on the stick of Josh Melnick.
Almost like basketball players do. Delbarton players, they have an idea what they're going to do with the puck before they even get it. As the puck is coming to them, they're making up their mind. Am I going to skate with it? Am I going to pass it? Am I going to shoot it? So as soon as it gets on their stick, they can do one of those 3 right away.
Here's Killian. Flips it ahead. Biacco. Now St. Augustine prep intercepts. They send it back into the Delbarton zone, but Killian is back there to retrieve. Corey Griffith for the Hermits. Intercepted here by Biacco. And Pantalone makes the save. 8:49 now left here in the third period.
John Biacco looking for his 18th of the season. Raced down the left side of the ice and had to go to the backhand. Watch here as he's forced wide, goes to the backhand. Joe Pantalone dropping down quickly and uses his left arm to smother the puck.
Off the face-off, a quick shot delivered by Otterman, but it was sticked aside there by Pantalone. St. Augustine prep coming up quickly. Amarato takes a shot. That one was on target. Finney made a nice save up around the shoulders.
And Finney came out about 4 or 5 feet on top of the crease to make this save, as it was a hard shot, ticketed to the short side high, and then nice job to hold on for the whistle. And we get a look at ice level. You see how far out he is? He's about 5 feet in front of that top line of the crease.
See the face-offs just about even. Delbarton with a slight advantage, 21-17. There's a shot, score! Off the face-off, the Hermits strike. Anthony Siderio ties the game at 1.
Well, we talked about how important face-offs, and that puck is redirected. It hits a Delbarton player's stick right about in the middle of the circle. It might have been Davis Agostino's stick, and somehow it just eludes Colton Finney. And a very jubilant St. Augustine team. Oh, and Finney also gets a little bit of his left glove on it, but not enough to steer it wide, and we are now tied at 1.
Siderio, his 21st goal of the season. A huge one as he ties this state championship game at 1.
Siderio, just a freshman, scoring a very big goal for Tim Fingerhut's team.
8:26 remaining in the third period. Face-off controlled by Delbarton. Oh, they say it's Roman Amarato. It looked like number 10, but they're saying it's 11.
Well, maybe Amarato got a piece of it, or maybe they got the number wrong. We'll find out for sure in a little while.
Oh, let's see if we can see here.
There's the shot. Is it deflected by anybody? No, it looks like it goes to Finney.
So they give the goal to Amarato. That would be his 22nd of the season. Kyle Brennan, he loses. We're tied at 1. Cross-ice pass intercepted by Sabitsky. Sabitsky brings it up across the blue line. And he is poked away. Nicely done by Jordan Letterman. Letterman flips it up along the near side boards. Mullen takes a shot into the boards. Good check delivered there by Joe Callahan of St. Augustine Prep.
Every chance that the Hermits get to hit Peter McMullen, they are doing that.
Down to 7:20 remaining in regulation. Shot deflected out in front. Here come the Hermits. 2-on-2. Amarato tries to center. Does score!
They don't credit the other goal to Siderio. He will definitely get credit for that one because that was a beautiful pass and a great finish as he puts the puck up and over Colton Finney to give the Hermits a 1-goal lead. Watch it as it starts out in center ice. This is Amarato making that nifty backhand pass up and over the top. Another look at it, all alone in front, no doubt about it. The freshman scores and uses all of his 5'7", 160 pounds to put that puck against the twine in the back of the net.
The Hermits with a 2-1 lead. 6:50 remaining here in the third. So Delbarton finds themselves trailing for the first time today.
And this might be the first time all season that Delbarton has trailed a New Jersey opponent. Let's see what Delbarton does. Do they panic? Do they turn it on the Jets? How are they going to play these last 6.5 minutes?
Glove save made by Pantalone.
Otterman, the freshman, as we see the Delbarton coaching staff shouting some pointers to the team on the ice.
Comes out to the blue line. No. Offside the call.
Now Killian couldn't quite keep that in. It just slipped over the blue line. Take a look at this move. This is all Amarato with that beautiful backhand pass, but also credit Siderio for staying in his lane. He stayed where the opening was. He stayed where the space was. Took the pass and made hay out of the shot and finished beautifully for the second goal of the evening for St. Augustine.
6 minutes remaining and Pantalone covers up.
Those are the tricky ones. Those are the ones that bounce in from about 75 feet away. Take no chances, especially with 6 minutes remaining. Just hold on for the whistle.
Face-off comes to the right of Pantalone. Inside 6 minutes left now. Here's a nice setup for the Green Wave, but they're unable to get the shot off, and here come the Hermits. Emirado takes a shot as he tried to cross over. Delbarton gets it back. Still plenty of time. Green Wave down by 1 goal. Let's check in with Colin.
Hey guys, well I was just listening in to Coach Fingerhut, and he's preaching a very interesting philosophy. He's telling his team, all right, play defensive, there's just 6 minutes left, or just under 6 minutes left, but keep on shooting the puck. Keep on peppering their goalie every opportunity they get. So you'd think it would be just kind of a trap them and shut them down kind of sort of philosophy, but he wants them to keep going at the goal.
Sometimes the best defense is a good offense.
Well, Tim Fingerhut also might be thinking, hey, we might need more than that 1 goal to win this game as Finney makes the save. 5:17 on the clock. Delbarton looking for a 4th straight non-public state championship, but right now they are in jeopardy as St. Augustine Prep leads it 2-1.
Who is going to step up for Delbarton right now? Somebody has to lead this team if they want to tie this game up.
Green Wave, backtrack. Tommy Davis sends it up on the stick of Otterman. Otterman leaves behind for Haggerty, intercepted by the Hermits. Quickly up ice, Trevor Gooch takes a shot, and Finney makes the save.
Third period was pretty much uneventful until the 2 goals within a minute and 30 seconds of each other to give the Hermits a lead here. Look at the intensity on the eyes of the center for St. Augustine.
Green Wave get it up to center ice. On the stick of Melanson. He keeps it, fires, and Pantalone made the save. Rebound came loose in front. Tommy Murator sends it back down deep, and the faceoff will come all the way down in the Delbarton end. Well, these same 2 teams met in this year's Gordon Cup final. Delbarton jumped out to a 2-0 lead as Dan Pirabano scored the second of 2 power play goals for the Green Wave. But Roman Amirado got one back for the Hermits as the second period ended. And in the third, Trevor Gooch tied it up, and it stayed that way through overtime. Delbarton outshot St. Augustine 43-26. The final was 2-2, and the teams had to settle for a share of the Gordon Cup. Right here, it's 2-1. St. Augustine Prep on top. 3:45 remaining. Counting down in the third period.
To give you an idea of how St. Augustine has stepped it up. Through the first 2 periods, they only had 4 good chances. Here in the third period, they have 5 alone.
You see it, Delbarton defending 3 straight championships. As we mentioned, they've won 3 in a row. Right now, a little trouble. 3:13 remaining. Less than 3 minutes left in regulation. The faceoff will come all the way down into the Delbarton zone.
Delbarton's got to be thinking about when they're going to pull Colton Finney. We're inside 3 minutes. Coach Boots Chattel will think about that. Usually it's about the 1 minute mark, but he wants to make sure his team is ready and make sure he has the proper guy to jump over the boards to take his place.
Chasing is Dominic Denges from St. Augustine Prep. He shovels out of there. Green Wave able to keep it in. Peter McMullen working hard, takes a quick shot, and Pantalone the save.
Wow, talk about a sniper shot from practically no angle, and guys draped all over him. He got off an awful hard shot that Joe Pantalone had to make the save. Look at this, he's practically wrapped up with a tackle, and there he gets the shot off. Notice Pantalone does a nice job of just holding on with his arms for the whistle.
Here's Killian. Killian across the blue line. McMullen. Score!
Lou, I was just about to say, Matt Killian is taking some awful chances here. From his defensive position, he's rushing up. And that time he deflected the puck from about 1 foot out. As the play starts, look right there, right at the top of the crease. He just redirects that puck past Joe Pantalone. What's the defenseman doing up there? You know what he's doing? He's taking charge. He's taking control. He's showing why he's a leader. He's showing why he's a captain. And he's putting the puck in the back of the net to tie it with just a little over 2 minutes to go.
2-2 the score with 2:04 remaining here in this third period.
Breathing hard on the bench with a big smile on his face. His 8th goal of the season. Well, we may be here for 4 periods, who knows?
That one shot all the way down, and Pantalone covers up.
And number 15, Kyle Brennan. 12-15.
Matt Killian, the senior captain, ties the game up, able to poke it home after Peter McMullen's shot.
Now you know why he's going to Yale next year, because of plays like that, because instinctively he just went to the net knowing that's where the puck was going to end up.
Here's a quick shot, bounces in front, it's loose, and the Hermit's able to clear it out of there with 1:45 remaining. And remember, these two teams played to a 2-2 tie in the Gordon Cup final. That's our score right now. 2-2 with 1.5 minutes remaining in the third period. If we're tied at the end of regulation, we will play an overtime sudden death period.
It'll be a 15-minute period.
Puck skips all the way down ice. And a race to the loose puck. Bianco tries to center to Melanson. Melanson digs it out in the corner. Tried to go cross ice. 45 seconds left in regulation. And that skips off the stick of Drew Melanson, the sophomore.
Wow, bouncing puck as we get towards the end of the period. The ice getting a little chippy. Otherwise, that would have been a great opportunity for Melanson.
McMullen trying to get to the loose puck. And the Hermits come out of there across center ice. Shot down into the Delbarton zone. Just 25 seconds remaining. Up ahead, it goes to Brennan. And that's a two-line pass. We'll bring it back. Well, here are your overtime rules.
Well, they'll play 1 minute sudden victory overtime. And just like in the Gordon Cup Championship, if they are still tied, they will remain co-champs, which means we may not know until next year who the better team is. I'm not a fan of that, but those are the rules.
11 seconds remaining. Brennan on the left wing. Goes to Melanson. 3 seconds remaining. Let's see if they get a shot off. They do not, and we are going to overtime. 3 periods have been played here in the non-public state championship. nothing has been settled.
Nothing at all. So it's been 7 periods now. The last 7 periods these teams have played have been so even. 2-2 after the Gordon Cup Championship, 2-2 after regulation here. You can't ask for more. People are getting their money's worth. Take a look at some of these goals in the 3rd period. This is the shot that just hits Colton Finney's glove and then goes in. And what a great backhand pass here. As the Hermits take a 2-1 lead, but then Delbarton doesn't give up. Their captain, Matt Killian, races to the net and taps it home from the edge of the crease to tie it at 2 in the last few minutes of that 3rd period. Shots on goal, 31-18. Power plays, neither team has a power play goal, but the big score is the one on top, 2-2, and that gives us an extra period here this evening.
Well, of course, last season, Delbarton won its 3rd consecutive non-public title. And in that game, Kenny Agostino scored 4 goals in a 7-2 win over Gloucester Catholic. Agostino finished with 50 on the season. And for head coach Bruce Chattel, it was his 5th non-public title as the team finished with a 27-1 record. Michael Ambrosia also scored twice for the Green Wave. It was the 3rd consecutive season with 27 wins for the Green Wave. This year a 23-win season, and they are right in it here as we go to overtime in the non-public championship game.
Wow, talk about a run. 7 state champs, 9-time state runner-up, and in 2002 when they used to have a tournament, a champion game, they won that one as well. The Hermits back in 2007. The non-public state champs in 2008. It was the runner-up in the non-public game. And back in 2007, they actually won that game at the Menin Arena. At the time, the game was being played over in the Meadowlands, but because of snow dates and the Devils schedule, they had to move the very championship game. The semifinals were played at the Meadowlands, but the finals had to be played at the Menin Arena. Being a smaller building, it was packed. It was a great game with about 3,000 people, not an empty seat in the building.
Well, we are just about ready for overtime, but we'll be back in just a few moments here on MSG Varsity HD. Overtime in the non-public state final. Welcome back to the Prudential Center. Lou Brogner along with Pete Caggiano. Let's check in with Colin Cosell.
All right, Lou, I'm standing here with Steve Tipko. Steve, if this overtime ends and it's still a tie, it's going to be co-champions. Why is that?
It's been the practice of NJSI that after they both teams get to this point in the tournament, that after the overtime period, both teams deserve to win. It's not only true in ice hockey, but all the other sports at NJSIA. So that's one that we've been following, and I think it's only fair to the student athletes who have paid this hard and this long that they be declared co-champions.
That's fair enough. Thank you so much for your time, Steve. Back to you, Lou.
All right, Colin, those are the rules, and here we go. It is sudden death overtime, though. First team to score will win the state championship. St. Augustine prep controls in the Delbarton end. Here's a quick shot that skips wide. Another quick shot.
Wow, the Hermits coming out here quick here in the overtime.
Delbarton finally gets possession. They send it up ahead as Brennan chases down for Delbarton, but it's knocked out of there by the Hermits. Big hit on the near side. Dan Piravano goes down. And Piravano tries to retaliate, takes a run at one of the St. Augustine players. Here's McMullen. McMullen with a backhand shot that's deflected up into the net.
Lou, you just hope it's a good goal. You don't want a goal bouncing off somebody's skate. You want a goal that when they shoot it, the twine bulges in the back. Everybody knows it's in. You want it to be something that they really work for and they earn, not something that maybe hits a skate or somehow trickles over the line. Although they'll count as well.
Puck dug out in the corner. Both teams still trying to get control of that puck. Here's McMullen, who comes out of there, shoots it wide.
You hold your breath on every shot when you're in overtime.
And icing the call. It'll come all the way back into the St. Augustine zone.
Pat O'Mara, if he can score his third goal of the season, he will be the hero.
Face-off control by Delbarton. Now St. Augustine breaks out with it. Amarato sends it up ahead, but it's intercepted there by Davis Agostino and Killian behind the goal. Killian sends it up out of the zone. That's center ice. And the puck shot all the way down. Pantalone makes the save. Shots are 32-18 in favor of Delbarton. Chad Otterman flips it into the corner. 13 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in overtime. So the faceoff will come down into the St. Augustine zone to the left of Joe Pantalone.
Frankie Cardo, the sophomore, doing a fine job for the Hermits this afternoon.
Here's a slap shot from the blue line that sails wide. Puck sent up ahead, chased down by Delbarton. Inside, hey, how about that? St. Augustine almost got a giveaway opportunity. Mike Kennedy came flying in.
Look at this play by Kenny. I'm surprised it wasn't a hooking call. Tommy Morator had his stick inside Kennedy's shoulder and Kennedy's arm, but no call, as you probably won't get one here in overtime unless it's real bad.
There's a stick sleeve by Finney. Up ahead to Brennan. Brennan breaks away. Brennan is tripped up. Here's the rebound shot that was taken by Piravano. McMullen chases down the loose puck, skates in, tries to center, but it's knocked away by St. Augustine. Comes back outside to Brennan. Brennan goes from the blue line. Here's McMullen from the left wing. Shot is deflected. Puck is loose. Comes outside to Davis, and now a whistle.
I'm not sure why there's a whistle.
Well, Martin wants to know why as well.
Watch this save. Kyle Brennan coming down, gets taken out. Right there, look at that shot. Great save by Pantalone to keep his team in the game.
So the faceoff comes to the right of Pantalone. McMullen will take the faceoff for Delbarton. Puck controlled by the Green Wave. Pulled out of there by Siderio. He sends it up ahead for St. Augustine Prep. 12 minutes remaining in overtime. Here's Melanson. Melanson splits the defenders, but it's knocked out of there by the Hermits. Killian goes cross ice now to Tommy Murator, who sends it deep into the Hermit zone.
What I like here, Lou, is neither team is sitting back. They're both going after it.
Up ahead, Trevor Gooch. Gooch is hit hard and knocked off the puck. by Tommy Murator.
Tommy Murator doing a good job playing the man, not the puck.
McMullen has an opportunity, shoots, a save by Pantalone. The rebound is knocked away.
Two great saves. First on McMullen, then on Biacco.
Here comes the Hermits. Up ahead, quick shot. Finney steers that one aside. Intercepted by St. Augustine, but now on the stick of Biacco. 4 minutes gone by in this overtime period as Finney makes a stick save.
Hand pass to bring the face-off way down, but look at this action. Look at the move by Peter McMullen. He takes the shot. Great save by Pantalone. Little toe drag there. He steps inside a defenseman. Great save by Pantalone. And then here's the rebound shot. And that time Biacco could not corral it and get the shot off.
Just couldn't tee it up. And it comes out on the near side boards, kept in there by Davis Agostino. And the Hermits break out. High shot that's gloved by Finney. That was about eye level.
It probably would have went over the net, but you know what? At this point, you don't take any chances. You catch and hold on to everything.
St. Augustine and Delbarton tied at 2 here in overtime of the non-public state championship. Puck at center ice, intercepted there by Dominic Denges, who sends it ahead for the Hermits. Denges goes back to get it, plays it for St. Augustine. Tommy Murator sends ahead for Delbarton, and Trevor Gooch goes back to get it for the Hermits. Here's Killian at center ice, and he dumps it back in. 9:55 left in OT. That one sails all the way through, and back to the goaltender, Pantalone.
A little bit of an eeriness in the building right now. The players are tense. The fans are tense. Not sure what to expect here, knowing that any shot could end this game.
Yeah, you can tell the crowd is kind of on edge.
They're nervous.
They're quiet.
Probably more nervous than the players.
9:40 left here in the third. The Hermits breaking out. At center ice, St. Augustine sends it in. Tommy Davis chases down for Delbarton. There's a quick slap shot in front. It was loose. And then Pat O'Meara able to clear it. But that hops off the stick of John Biacco. And the face-off will come back in the Delbarton zone.
That was dangerous because Bradley Buvenow was screening Colton Finney. Watch as the shot comes from the point. You see him right in front there? Finney got that the last moment, was able to get his left arm and left pad on the save.
You can see good crowd on hand. Here's today's total attendance, 7,310 here at the Prudential Center. In front. Delbarton unable to keep it in. Puck comes out to center ice. Now a giveaway. Here is Agostino, and that shot was deflected wide. In front, and sent all the way down the ice by the Hermits.
Good pass by Agostino over to Brennan. Great save, though, by Joe Pantalone.
Well, catch High School Journal with Tara Petrolino. It's MSG Varsity's weekly news magazine featuring drama, music, dance. That's High School Journal, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. only on MSG Varsity.
And we have drama right now.
Face off to the right of Pantalone. One there by the Hermits. Comes on the stick of Donna Willier. And all the way back behind the goal, Rob Gentile. Gentile and Bradley Buvenow dig it out there for St. Augustine. 8:20 remaining here in overtime. We are tied at 2. Intercepted there by Pantomira. He sends it all the way in. Played there by Pantalone behind the goal. And almost a wraparound opportunity for the Green Wave. Here comes St. Augustine breaking out. Anthony Sabitsky. Long shot sailed in by the Hermits as they change. McMullen goes up ahead to Biacco. 7:40 remaining in overtime. And the puck shot up into the bench area. 7:36, the clock stops. Delbarton and St. Augustine Prep tied at 2.
Trevor Gooch, 16 goals this year. Will he be the one to put it in, or will it be that guy right there, Dan Piravano, to score his 16th?
Face-off won by the Green Wave. Callahan skates in, tries to center in front. The puck loose there, and Pantalone able to cover up as Brennan was bearing down on him.
Pantalone covered up as the Delbarton players went right to the cage, just like basketball, going right to the hoop. That's where the action is. But you notice the St. Augustine defenseman made him pay the price. Good action in front, right there. Quick left hand by Joe Pantalone to hold on, and then bodies start to collapse all over. And I think somebody here is calling a timeout.
Timeout taken with 7:29 remaining in overtime.
No, he does not have green teeth. That's his mouthpiece, ladies and gentlemen.
Pantalone, what a day he has had. He's faced 37 shots. Tim Fingerhunt in his 5th season. Went to the University of Vermont, drafted by the Pittsburgh Penguins. And has done a marvelous job at St. Augustine Prep. And on the other side, there's Bruce Chattel in his 10th season. What a run he has had. 3 straight non-public championships, 7 overall.
Did you notice both coaches had the same style? They both had the little diagram. They both were leaning over the bench, shouting out instruction, drawing it up on the board.
Faceoff comes to the left of Pantalone. Comes out to the blue line. Killian tries to center. He was looking for Piravano. Piravano tries to dig it out for Delbarton, and the Green Wave able to keep it in. Cross-ice pass, skips over the stick of Killian. And the Hermits able to clear it, send it down ice. Gooch gives chase there for St. Augustine Prep. In front! Here's another shot, stick save, Finney.
Little sloppy play here by Delbarton. Colton Finney had to make that good save.
And icing the call. It'll come back into the Delbarton end.
Colton Finney had to be on his toes as St. Augustine took advantage of some miscues by the Delbarton Green Wave. There's one right there. And then another one, quick shot, good right pad save by the junior Colton Finney.
Finney coming up big here in overtime. Chad Otterman sends ahead for Delbarton. But it's dug out by Sabitsky. Sabitsky for St. Augustine Prep. Green Wave able to clear it. 6.5 remaining now in overtime. Quick shot, and Pantalone makes the save. Davis Agostino unleashed that one.
Lou, if we finish out this way, it'll be 8 periods between these two teams over the past 2 weeks without knowing who is the best.
There's a quick shot. Pantalone able to make the save. Delbarton crashing in front. Agostino digs it out. Puck is loose in front and cleared out by the Hermits.
That was Alex Haggerty right on the doorstep, actually redirecting that puck last moment when he was in so close that Pantalone was able to make the save.
Delbarton gives it away, but to the rescue is Josh Melnick. He flips it up ahead now to Otterman. Otterman chases down for Delbarton. Tries to center, but nobody home there for the Green Wave. Coming back the other way, Roman Amarato. He goes cross ice to Dengis. Dengis tries to return the favor and find Amarato in front of the goal. 5:40 remaining in overtime. Puck skips all the way down the ice off the far side boards, and the face-off will come deep in the St. Augustine zone.
Look at this work here by the Hermits, but better back-checking by Josh Melnick as he is a forward. But you know what? Over time, you better back-check or you're going to get an earful from your coach.
Peter McMullen on the face-off. He controls, comes cross ice, but it's intercepted by the Hermits. Quickly, up ice, Connor Crow. Crow puts the brakes on. Played there by Tommy Davis. Here come the Green Wave the other way. Drew Melanson. Melanson in front, Biacco. Puck still loose. Melanson poking at it. Biacco gets it and flips it behind the goal.
That was underneath the St. Augustine player, and he wasn't about to get up with the puck that close to his goaltender.
Hermits flip it out of the zone. 4:50 remaining in overtime. And we are tied at 2. Here's Melanson. Comes back, Biacco sets it up in front, McMullen scores! Delbarton wins the non-public state championship.
And we wanted it to be a good goal. Lou, it was a beautiful goal. As the superstar Peter McMullen, who will be welcomed with open arms next year up at Boston College, scores the goal to give the 4th consecutive state championship to the Green Wave of Delbarton. Wow!
Delbarton defeats St. Augustine 3-2 on Peter McMullen's 2nd goal of the game. It is the 4th straight non-public title for Delbarton and their 8th in school history.
And Peter McMullen's 4th straight. He's a senior this year. He's won every year. But you know what? You have to credit the pass on that play. It was the pass by John Biacco. Look. Looks like he's going to shoot. No, he slides it across, and then McMullen, a left-handed shot coming down the middle, has the whole net to shoot at, and he makes no doubt about it as he buries the puck behind Joe Pantalone. Boy, are they happy or what?
So the Green Wave, they've done it again. This time in overtime, they defeat St. Augustine Prep 3-2. And the Green Wave are the non-public state champs for 2011. We'll be back to talk about their great achievement, the 4th straight for Delbarton, in just a few moments, right here on MSG Varsity HD. Welcome back to the Prudential Center. Delbarton wins their 4th straight non-public state championship as they defeat St. Augustine Prep by the score of 3-2 in overtime. Lou Brogner along with Pete Caggiano. And Pete, these two teams skated in as the 2 top-ranked teams in the state of New Jersey. They did not disappoint.
No, an outstanding game. And I guess down where Atlantic City, they may say, no more bets. We have a winner. And finally we do. It took overtime. It took almost 8 complete periods over the past 2 weeks to find out who the best team in the state is. It's the Green Wave of Delbarton.
And Colin Cosell standing by with our player of the game. Colin?
Thanks, Lou. I'm standing here with the man who scored the game-winning overtime goal, Pete McMullen.
Oh, it's unbelievable. It was a great team effort. Both teams played so well. Augustine is such a good team, and it came down to the wire. We kept putting pucks on net, and luckily we got one overtime.
And describe to us now the game-winning goal, how it came to be.
It was chipped out of the zone. We had a 2-on-1. Johnny Biacco made a great pass to me, and I just let it go, and it went over the goalie's left shoulder. And
now the goaltender, the opposing goaltender for St. Augustine, gave you the puck. Explain to us what happened there, what transpired between you two, and how that felt.
It's just great sportsmanship. He's a really good kid. He's an unbelievable goaltender. I have so much respect for that whole team, that organization. Very good team, and it feels really good to top him in the championship.
Now, on top of all of this, you guys are undeniably a dynasty. What does it mean to you to be a part of building and creating and perfecting this dynasty?
It feels great. Coach Attell is such a good coach. He built this program to where it is today, and everyone loves playing for him, and feels so good to wear the Delbarton jersey.
Well, congratulations to you, hard-earned and well-deserved. And there you have it, the New Jersey state champion, non-public, the Delbarton Green Wave, and that man right there, the game winner in overtime, Pete McMullen. Lou?
Thanks, Colin. Peter McMullen delivers the Green Wave to the state championship as they defeat St. Augustine Prep 3-2 in overtime. The final numbers, Delbarton outshoots the Hermits 40-24. They win the face-off battle as well, 31-26. Pete McMullen had 2 goals and an assist, of course, for Delbarton. Joe Pantalone, brilliant in defeat for the Hermits with 37 saves. But it's Delbarton which wins its 8th state championship, its 4th in a row, as they win it 3-2. That'll do it here from the Prudential Center in Newark. For Pete Caggiano and Colin Cosell and our entire MSG varsity team, I'm Lou Bracco saying thanks for joining us from the Rock in Newark. Delbarton wins the non-public state championship as they win it in overtime over the Hermits of St. Augustine Prep 3-2.